Oh my God, you guys, Nathan's going to read a book for the podcast.
I am. Well, I'm going to listen to a book.
I know, but
yeah,
that's the same.
Yeah. I'm going to take in that content.
Did you know you can get audiobooks on like Spotify now?
Yeah.
Can you get the Corey Feldman book?
No, I tried to get it, but they don't have that one. Some of them aren't like, some of them aren't available free. Corey Feldman is never going to make anything available for free.
No, because he needs money.
He's a money-grubbing little bastard.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit. Fake news, clickbait, gotta sift through all of it. Oh. Like share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man, it's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense, it's time to break free.
So, I have a few things to show you.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I just have one thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, did you know, I don't know how much you've been on TikTok. Kendra is off of TikTok.
Okay, no, I haven't been on like since we did the Kendra episode.
Yeah, so we released it on Monday because I was like, come on. Shit's changing every day.
Yeah.
And I went home that night and was watching her live. She seems like she's making sense, but then as it goes on, she gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
And then I posted, I don't know, maybe that was from a different night. I don't know what night it was from, her pulling tarot cards and just being like, this is about how he's bad. Oh. And it was like, no, girl.
Yeah.
So then she said she thought she needed a break. I think maybe she looked at her bank account and said, why not? Why not take a break?
Yeah. I'm wondering if family and or friends intervene.
Well, I think,
and she finally listened to them.
Yeah. I think that's what we hope.
For sure.
So that she doesn't just like come back.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Crazier than ever.
Yeah. But it's not clear. Also, no one seems to be like, oh, I miss Kendra.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if anybody's ever said that in their entire life.
Will you tell us what your friend said?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I sent this to a couple of friends, actually.
Yeah.
One of whom I've talked to about it.
Yeah.
And she's an ex-social worker and an ex-therapist.
Okay.
But working mainly as a social worker therapist in populations poorer populations, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But she told me that, and I was really curious about her take because I felt like, maybe we're not like being empathetic enough.
Right.
And she was like, because I asked her specifically, because I was wondering, I felt bad about saying I want to punch her in the face.
Yeah.
And I felt like my friend Kim, who's like a lovely, empathetic person who would never like threaten violence on anybody, would be like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Right.
So I was just waiting for that comment. I wanted to get to it quickly. And she was like, no, I totally understand that feeling.
Yeah.
She was very understanding about it because it's like, they are like primally repulsive, like this sort of personality.
Yeah.
Like that guy was saying in the clip. He's like, I understand that people are like, this is a revolting personality and you want to push it away as much as you can when you're confronted with it. But we do have to show empathy. We're not therapists. We don't have to show that much empathy.
No.
We're shit talkers online. So, but yeah, she said that Kendra would be one of those patients if she was presented to her where she would soon find out that she was impossible to help. There are those people that therapists know. Like, you can have empathy, you can be nice to them, you can try to do what you can for them, especially as a social worker where it's less like, I'm going to heal your mind and more like, I'm going to get you into housing. And so you do what you can for them, and then you got to let it go. Because some people, even addicts, she's like, some people are maybe like ready years later to go into recovery, but sometimes you see that it's like not going to happen.
Right.
It is a waste of effort. And she basically said like, yeah, Kendra's one of those where I would be like, it's too far gone.
Well, and I could see being a therapist once I had a social worker therapist. That was what her degree was in, but she was working as a therapist.
Yeah, like an LCSW, I think.
Yeah. So I could see where she's like, well, if you want to continue treatment, we can continue treatment. Like, maybe she's not saying this to them, but she's like, we're continuing treatment. But I know at the end of the day, that you're not going to change.
Yeah.
So would she continue, or would she say, you know what, I want to refer you to someone else?
Well, that's what she said about her impression of the psychiatrist, is that she was thinking it's possible that he figured out the same thing that the rest of us have.
Right.
Well, he's a fucking psychiatrist. But he knew that people like this just like cycle through the system.
Right.
And they don't get better. You don't know who they're going to like see, whether or not they're going to be like damaging to them or something like that. So she did what you said. She just kept her on, or he kept her on to give her consistency and just to help in the way he could, which was not like have her constantly cycling through a system.
I know, because that almost feels like you're abandoning them too.
Yeah.
It's like you just approach it like, well, I'll say what I think, or I'll ask questions, but I know that every time she comes back, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe he was thinking it's like, okay, I can't change her like personality structure because it's just there.
Yeah.
But maybe I can change this obsession that she has with me.
Yeah. Or
You know?
I'm guessing.
Uh-huh.
Because then I saw another creator say she brought up countertransference in her session, or he brought it up. And so she keeps mentioning he brought up countertransference.
Yeah.
Which is where the provider falls in love with the patient.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she kept
and
using
I don't know if that's
that.
common. Is that like I don't know. Yeah.
She kept using that as a reason to know that he liked her. When people are like, no, you were telling a story about how you went on a date with another therapist, and that therapist told you that they had a crush on a patient. So you were talking about it already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Kendra herself is not a provider, but she treats, or she has people she coaches or whatever.
She's in like the outer circle of therapy.
Yeah,
you know,
she does.
kind of.
She even said she does CBT with her coachees.
Which I feel like is illegal.
It
in
is.
some way.
It
Yeah, you're like you
is.
can't do that.
No, you're not supposed. If someone's going to come like tinker around in my mind, I want them to be trained.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how the FDA feels too. I don't know. I just made that up.
Good to know. I hope they.
Even if you ask ChatGPT will tell you that can only be practiced by someone licensed.
Yeah.
And she would just admit freely that she was practicing it with her, I don't know what to call them, coachees.
Yeah. I don't think they can send you to therapist jail. It's just looked down upon.
Right.
You know, yeah.
They probably can't do anything. But
Yeah, the FDA is toothless. That's another story. But
yeah. Dentist. Anyways, I think he was bringing it up or she had already brought it up and he was talking about it as a topic that had already been addressed, or that he was like wondering if she was falling in love with her people as well. Because in my, and I'm just putting together clues.
Yeah.
But I would assume that she came in all the time to talk about people she had a crush on. And then she would maybe rationalize that in her brain to be like, I was making him jealous.
Oh, God.
But I'm sure she feels like this all the time about people.
Yeah. I think this like countertransference is definitely like a thing that she leans on.
Yeah.
For a lot of different like unhealthy behaviors that she has.
Yeah. She like just projects it.
Yeah.
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 Well, something I was going to say was enemy of the pod, Snark bait. So they did I think I told you they did an episode about Sheena Shea last week.
Yeah.
Sheena's from Vanderpump Rules, and she just put out a memoir. So that's why she's in the news.
Oh, I remember you talking to me about
They
this.
didn't even read it.
But they have they didn't read it.
No.
So they couldn't talk about it, but they had a researcher read it, and they didn't connect with the researcher about what she read?
I think writes an outline.
Uh-huh.
So then they'll say like, yeah, Sheena did this in the book. But then they don't have any like takes about it because
they probably just looked it
like
over before they
level.
recorded. I mean, speculation. But yeah, it's just surface level. You're not like doing the reading process.
No.
Yeah.
And they're fans of Vanderpump Rules. So I think the fans were like, why didn't they want to read the book?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's probably because they put out 3 episodes a week.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But if this, tell me something about Snark Bait.
Uh-huh.
Do they make their living doing this?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of like, if you're making your living
No,
doing
then
this?
you
It's
would
like,
do
you
it,
should
I think.
fucking read the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Or
here's what it
excerpts.
looks like to me. I don't know how much money they make. I've tried to see what their downloads are like.
Yeah.
A few months ago, someone who had the beta version of Spotify, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Some people can see what the downloads are
Oh, okay.
on podcasts, and they were getting 10K on each episode about.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now it's been a few months. So it's probably
It's
up.
probably higher. Yeah.
And so I think if they wanted to, they could probably quit their jobs. They might be poor on this income.
It sounds a little too early.
But instead, they're using that money to pay people to work for them. But then that means that they're not doing the work.
Yeah.
Just because I think if you're going to podcast, it'd be good if you've had a strong feeling about the topics that you were talking about.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And I was also thinking it's like, it could be a good business decision to start hiring people before you start trying to make money, because then it's like you can build it if you want to do this for a living.
Yeah.
Then you can like build a team that you trust first.
Yeah.
And have some loyalty, and then like quit your job and know that it's like you're not going to be dealing with fly-by-night editors or people with mental problems that you didn't anticipate as happens. So yeah, that's a good decision.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to show you then what they posted
Okay.
last night.
Are you fucking kidding me with this?
No.
Listeners, what I am seeing is, I'm assuming that's one of the girls from Snarkbait,
Yeah.
with Kanye West,
Yeah.
who has been controversial of late.
Yeah. Kanye West is
or for the past
it's like
several years.
He's like, I think Hitler had good ideas.
Yeah. No, I was on a Kanye sub on Reddit, and like the shit he has come out with has just been like irredeemable. People are like, I'm done. Like his biggest fans who are on this board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or this sub. It's fucking insane.
So
Why would
I don't know.
He is a pariah at
Also-
this point. Everybody's dropped him. Why would you want to associate yourself with that?
But also one of the hosts is Jewish, and I'm pretty sure he's gone on anti-Semitic rant.
Oh yeah, he's like the entire entertainment industry is like owned by 16 Jews and they all hate me. Yeah.
So here's the thing. It'd be one thing if they posted a picture of Kanye West, but they're happily posing with Kanye West and then saying, this is real. We're going to talk about it. We had conversations with him.
Yeah.
And not saying like, yeah, we saw this crazy or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Like,
look what we saw in the wild.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of,
Doesn't he have a 1,000-mile stare? Which he does in that picture.
He does.
He looks checked the like.
Which is why I think my
like on
first
another
reaction
plane.
was, is this Madame Tussauds?
Yeah. Oh my. Can I see that again?
They said it's not, but I was like, okay, then did they download an AI
Wait a
app?
second. No, it looks real. Also, wait. He's got his hand up to his chin.
Uh-huh.
Damn it. I don't know. I don't know if he's real.
But if he was fake,
Yeah.
then why would they
Then
do
why
it too?
would you do it? Why would
Still
you do
like,
it?
what?
Yeah.
Why?
And she's like smiling, like, look at this cool guy. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's so strange.
No, he's not cool. He's actually like he's an untreated mentally ill person who refuses to get treatment.
Right. And then
Despite
in
the
the
consequences to
meantime-
his life, which happens, but still, it's like,
Yeah.
it's not somebody you want to
He's
align
kind of
yourself with.
probably kind of dangerous.
Yeah, and makes his wife fucking walk around naked in public.
Yeah, exactly.
It's anyway. Wow. Well, great choice, Snarkbait.
I just wanted to let you know.
Totally behind you.
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So shots fired, Snarkbait. What do you got?
Well, this is going on Patreon.
Oh, damn it.
It did not, in fact, go on Patreon.
I still got to listen to their podcast. I've
You
listened to
didn't
like
listen?
no, I listened to like a tiny bit. This whole Corey Feldman thing.
Oh,
has
yeah, you're obsessed with
taken
that.
over my brain. Wow. Just wow. I cannot wait, everyone. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun.
Do you remember when, maybe you don't remember, maybe you saw in your research, he kept saying he was going to make a documentary about like the pedophiles of Hollywood?
Yeah, yeah. And he did like a GoFundMe or something.
Yeah.
Basically lived off that money.
Well, then I think he did get some interviews, but it didn't make a splash or anything.
Yeah. No, it didn't make a splash, but he also did a narrative film
Oh.
called The Tale of Two Corys.
Yeah.
Yeah, where basically it's like Corey Haim is the one who constantly gets raped.
Oh my God.
And
okay.
like he just gets like a blowjob once.
Oh.
So he's like, honestly, it's like, and I've heard excerpts from his audiobook too. And it's basically, it's like, oh, look at my friend Corey, who's like a total fuck up. And I have the resilience to survive this victimization.
But then doesn't admit that he got taken advantage of.
He admits he got taken advantage of,
but just in a blowjob.
But he doesn't get into details about his experiences. He definitely gets into details about Corey's experiences. And
that's what makes me feel like
yeah,
he doesn't want to be completely honest.
Oh, no, never completely honest.
Yeah.
He's the biggest fucking liar. He has a huge personality disorder.
Okay.
Like it's amazing to me. I thought he was just like, oh, he's like a fucked up ex-child star.
Yeah.
He's dealing with
got
trauma.
The normal.
Yeah, he's dealing with trauma. Let's have a little sympathy, empathy for him. But he's just...
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of those irredeemable personalities or you can't reach them.
Yeah.
He's that kind of person. He was just made this way.
Okay.
And with showbiz made him fucking the worst. Yeah. But anyway, we have that to look forward to on our Patreon, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, do you feel like it's Patreon?
No,
yeah.
we could do it either. We could do either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as you research, you can decide.
Okay.
And there's this new news story I have to show you.
Okay.
This is where I discovered it from this man's TikTok.
Okay.
His name is, I guess it's Guillot.
Okay.
And then he's NLY1.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon, infinity.
A 7-month-old baby boy was reportedly kidnapped right out of this Big Five parking lot. This is 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, one of 5 children in this family from Cabazon, reportedly kidnapped last night in Yucaipa. Now, his mom told me that they were here last night at a nearby football stadium in Yucaipa with the other kids playing youth football, and she had to run down here to Big Five to buy some equipment for her stepson, specifically a mouth guard. When she got here to the parking lot, she says that's when she noticed her 7-month-old's diaper needed to be changed. So she says she got out of her truck, went around to the back, and laid him down on the seat to change his diaper when she was attacked from behind.
I got him out of the car seat, and I laid him down so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. No. And hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck. And I ran into Big Five. And I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy.
Let me start off by saying, firstly, I hope they find their son. That's first and foremost. But you ever see a video or hear a story and your nigga senses just start tingling? Nigga.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
there's also such a thing as cracker sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I
but
just
I get
think
it.
That's
I get
what
it.
he
I love
calls
that. I love
it because
yeah.
he's a comedian. But
No, I
it's
love
like your
it.
senses are tingling.
Yeah.
There's just something about the story that's just like, something about that don't sound right. I don't know. A nigga just walked up behind you and said, "Hola." I'm not saying it couldn't happen. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it just sounds interesting. Am I the only person feeling this? When you hear that story, let me know. Because regardless of the situation, I hope they get their son back. But as it currently stands, I believe you. I just believe you with a little bit of side eye. That's all.
Okay. Oh, what are your feelings about specifically her statement there? Her rendition
She's
of the story.
lying. That's what. She's lying.
Yeah. I don't know how it comes across just vocally to people listening. But if you look at her face, there's no tears or anything happening while she seems to be like doing that thing, but there's nothing coming out of her eyes.
And she's also grasping for words for what happened.
Uh-huh.
You can tell when someone's telling a story that happened and when they're making something up.
Yeah.
Where she's like, I don't know, he came up behind me and then I fell to the floor and I saw white, and it's like,
It's that whole thing where it's like all those murderers who are like, I blacked out. It wasn't until I was washing the blood off my hands that I
even
realized
knew they were
they're
dead.
Exactly.
Shout out Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Chicago's about. Is about murderers who lie.
Yeah.
But they killed their shitty husbands, so we root for them. The search bar for this video is Diane Downs,
Absolutely.
because that's what it's giving. And actually, the development in the case is that they have stopped cooperating with the police and they got a lawyer.
I mean,
I know.
Yeah.
But their son is still missing. So, in my guess, something happened and then they made up the story.
Oh, you think maybe like
they know their son's dead.
Well, are you thinking like there was an accident or a misadventure of some kind that they don't want to get blamed for? Or because it seems weird that she would choose to murder her child in this situation.
No, that's the thing, right? Like, there's this other online influencer named Emily Kaiser, and her son drowned in their pool. She had just they had a new baby, and they had a slightly older son who was maybe 2, right?
Yeah.
She had just had this baby, and she's finally, like on a Sunday, makes brunch plans.
Okay.
So her husband's at home with the kids. She finally leaves the house, like the first time since she had the kid.
Okay.
And she gets a call immediately that the son already drowned. And they find out, like, what the dad said was, oh, I was tending to the newborn, lost track of the toddler, and then found him in the pool.
Yeah.
When they had
Anthony. Everybody's got a reference.
But he calls and says, he calls the paramedics.
Oh, okay.
Instead of covering it up or whatever. And then they have cameras around the home. And so then the police look at the cameras.
Yeah.
And actually what happened was he was watching a basketball game and he had just placed a bet. And so he was just totally focused on the basketball game.
Oh, maybe he has like a little gambling problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of shame around that too, and then to like have your gambling problem be the cause of your child's death.
Well, so the state wants
directly.
to like charge him with a felony. I don't know if
that
means
child endangerment.
Yeah, and I don't know if that means he'll go to jail.
Probably.
I guess they have to do the trial first, right?
Well, and then it would be like circumstances, whether or not he pleads guilty, whether or not it's like they find that it's like a. I don't know anything about that, but like, it really it depends on the trial.
If you find your child in the pool, right? I think your first instinct is to call 911.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to these other cases where they don't call 911.
Yeah.
It's like, why? What happened?
Yeah. Well, I will say about this woman, and I do believe she's lying. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
She's also seems to be of some sort of a Latina extraction. So, and I know there are other communities that just don't have the same trust for police.
That's true.
That we would as white people. So that's something that I don't really,
that might be
might not question. Yeah.
And whatever state or neighborhood they live in.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how the police treat your race or whatever.
For sure.
So.
Yeah. But that I was about to say like Chris Watts, just from her statement, because it's just like so out there, and you got to look at her face.
Yeah. Well, so this will be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. No, we'll be watching this one. Yeah.
So that was my story.
Yeah. We have so many things to watch. Like even JoJo Siwa, I thought we were done with her. She just keeps on rolling with the bad behavior.
She finally put out a song that was like, all press is good press. Did you see that?
Well, yeah, she's doing that whole thing. She's leaning into the villainy.
Yeah, hey, I'm glad she's aware.
It's like such a fucking cheap, like sellout, like not even sellout kind of move. It's just like, oh, you had no passion for your work in the first place. You just want to be famous, and you'll be anything and do anything in order to keep your quote unquote relevance. And that's what I hate about it. It's like, bitch, dance, make good music, get better. And it's just like, why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's like she's not untalented. She can't fucking sing.
She knows she's just doing it for the cringe.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how far, I say how far is that going to take you? But you could have a career for fucking decades on it, as has been proven by many.
Which is like, let's talk about Candace Owens.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know what is that's cringe, but
well,
she definitely makes me cringe.
So Candace Owens, she's being sued by Brigitte Macron and Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah, the president and first lady of France.
Yes.
Yeah, she has a president suing her. Of a major country.
And she keeps doubling down.
Oh, yeah. They have to. It's a MAGA thing.
Oh.
I really feel like it's like never accept
defeat.
Yeah.
It's crazy to people because it seems like it's based on nothing that she's coming out with this, and now that she's being sued, she doesn't seem to care that she keeps talking in the media, when in the past what we've said is like, hey, you should stop talking because they can use this against you when it finally goes to trial.
Yeah. Do we need to like have a little like brief moment where we like talk about who Candace Owens is?
Yeah.
Because I only know like the barest skeletal outline of her career.
Yeah. So I was interested to see because Candace Owens has also made this weird crossover into like pop culture, which maybe she always did, but she got a lot of new viewers with the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni stuff.
Okay.
And so like people who didn't know that she's kind of a right-wing nut were subscribing to her for the pop culture.
Well, and I'm assuming she's on Justin Baldoni's side because she's probably not.
She's like anti-feminist.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've never listened to her shows or anything. I just know of her.
Yeah.
So who knows?
There's this post in QAnon Casualties on Reddit. My friend consuming Candace Owens in a political way, and I'm worried about him.
Okay.
In an apolitical way.
Yeah.
Because like the friend is just like, oh yeah, I'm just here for the pop culture. But then in the same coverage, she started slandering a female actor who claimed she had been sexually mistreated, accusing her of using her Hollywood status and female victimhood as a weapon.
Okay.
This is what her friend is saying. Mm-hmm. So then I said something like, I don't think it's a good idea to frame alleged victims of sexual crimes like that. Maybe she's lying, but you have to be careful. And my friend immediately responded, that's just typical Me Too garbage. So like that's the thing that Candace will say.
Yeah.
And then it creeps into people's psyche or whatever that like Me Too is fake.
That's like part of the grift. It's how they kind of like draw you in. They just give you these like little snippets to infect your mind, and then it just grows from there.
Yeah.
It can
like
happen.
I'm
saying it can happen to anybody.
Yeah. A frog in boiling water.
Yes, exactly.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, Candace started, she had her first like news about her basically in 2008. She grew up in Connecticut. She went to Stamford High School.
Oh, Richie Rich.
Right?
Stamford, Connecticut is like one of the wealthier. Not all of Connecticut is wealthy, everybody. I just want to set that straight.
Oh, but
basically,
that one
it's like the Stamford area, that whole arm of Connecticut and the coast.
Yeah.
The Long Island coast. That's where the wealth is. The rest of it is just valley hillbillies like me.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. Connecticut has its like version of a redneck, and I am it.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought everyone in Connecticut was just the upper crust.
Nope. I want you to meet my extended family one day.
Yeah.
And I love them to death, but they are not upper crust. They're fun, but they're not upper crust.
Well, it sounds like that makes them more fun.
Yeah, probably.
So she was going to high school. I believe she was, it says Candace Owens, now an 18-year-old Stamford High School graduate, was made public yesterday. She sued the school because this racist stuff happened to her.
Oh.
So she's black, right?
Yeah.
And she's at this school.
It's very white down there, too.
And so this is an article in News Times or whatever about like the resolution of this case. But what happened was last February, at least one of 5 teenagers sitting in a car left messages threatening to kill Owens, who is black, and repeatedly used a racial epithet. In one of 3 messages, one of them referred to her as dirty and threatened to burn her house down and tar and feather her.
Okay.
And one of the kids that was involved in that is the mayor's son.
Okay.
So,
do we know that, like, did this ever come out that it was true?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. It just seemed a little weird to me.
I know.
That a teenager would choose to, like, harass somebody in this particular way.
I know.
Even in 2008.
I don't know why. Candace used to be, like, liberal.
Oh, yeah. No, she was a reasonable human being.
She used to be reasonable.
Yeah.
So it says the group included Malloy's youngest son, Sam, then 14. The mayor released a statement in March saying his son cooperated with police and did not know the alleged ringleader, Evan Kopech, or Owens before the night of the calls. He has declined comments since. So Evan Kopech, who's the ringleader, now 18, was a former friend and classmate of Owens. 2 days before the phone incident, they had a shouting match during class. School officials suspended Kopech for that, but would not discipline him and the other boys for an incident committed off school grounds unless the police made an arrest, which drew criticism from the State National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Owens left school for 6 weeks, saying it was traumatic to attend with the alleged callers. She returned after Kopech was arrested in late March. Another teen was arrested later that spring. The lawsuit said the decision to delay suspensions amounted to a failure to protect Owens.
Yeah.
She sued and she got a payout.
Okay.
And the NAACP helped her with this lawsuit.
All right.
Then she went on to intern at Vogue in New York City.
Oh, okay.
Then she got a job as an administrative assistant in New York City. I don't believe that she graduated college.
Okay.
But I think she studied journalism.
Yeah.
And then she started a blog. And it was called Degree 180. And it wasn't entirely politically focused, but she did write one post critiquing the Republican Party in 2015.
Okay.
She also wrote something about, like, Trump's small penis.
Okay.
Yeah. In 2015, Owens was CEO of Degree 180, a marketing agency that offered consultation, production, and planning services that included a blog on a variety of topics. Written by Owens and other commentators. In a 2015 column that Owens wrote for the site, she criticized conservative Republicans, writing about the batshit crazy antics of the Republican Tea Party. She also added, "The good news is they will eventually die off." And we can get right on with the obvious social change that needs to happen immediately.
Yeah. That's what we keep hoping, but they keep on fucking coming.
I know.
So,
in 2016, the blog featured an article mocking Donald Trump's penis size.
Okay.
So she was on that side. Then in 2017, she makes a video on YouTube coming out to her parents as a conservative.
Okay. Do we have that video?
Yeah. Do you want to see?
I really want to see it. This is the beginning of the madness.
I think what I heard on a podcast and then what I read was she was getting bullied in this thing called Gamergate.
Oh, I know that vaguely.
Yeah, she had tried to start a website called socialautopsy.com so that people have to reveal who they are on the internet to prevent anonymous bullying.
Okay.
And then that made people mad and they started targeting her and doxing her.
Okay.
But she earned the support of conservatives involved in the Gamergate harassment campaign, including right-wing political commentators such as Milo Yiannopoulos and Mike Cernovich.
Yeah. Do you know Milo Yiannopoulos?
No.
Oh, he's gay.
Really?
Yes, he's gay. He's your basic clout goblin, but he was doing clout goblin things way before we knew the term.
Really?
Yeah, no, he's another story, but he's very similar to Candace Owens, where it's like he's in it to be a provocateur.
Yeah, did you ever watch Search Party?
No.
It was pretty good because when it was like parodying things, it would like just blow it out to the max.
Yeah. It would like heighten. It would escalate it.
Yeah. By the end, one of the characters, by the way, the show starts where they're just searching for someone who's missing.
Yeah.
By the end, one of the characters becomes like an Elon Musk-like figure.
Oh my God.
And starts a cult.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Key and Peele, just speaking of like sketch comedians who like take it to the limit.
Yeah.
I recommend them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do not quit.
And there's this part where John Early is becoming some kind of spokesperson in the news for the liberal media.
Yeah.
But then someone comes and is like, did you know you can make more money if you switch to the other side?
Yep.
And he's like, I would never do that. And then they show him a check and he's like, I will definitely do that. And then you just watch him get online and like say crazy shit and be like anti-gay, even though he's like the whole time being really gay. I'm doing my gay
his wrist
hand
is
motion.
literally flopping on the video.
Yeah. And then you start to realize like, oh, this is just what happens. This is real.
Yep. Absolutely.
This is her first YouTube video.
Okay.
Mom, Dad, I'm a lesbian. I like girls. Oh, sweetheart. We always knew. The bottom line, we just want our children to be happy, and we love you regardless. Brave soul. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, also, I think I might be a conservative. I don't understand. I can't breathe. Hey, get that camera out of my wife's face. Get out of my face. Guys, it's totally fine. It's okay. I just, think a little more conservatively. But sweetheart, you're black. Yeah. Look, it was a crazy election cycle, a lot of emotions. We're going to get you somebody to talk to, and you're going to work through this entire mess. No, Dad, this is who I am. What about Beyonce? Yeah, what about Beyonce? You like Beyonce, you love Beyonce. Beyonce is a liberal. What's going on? I still do. It's just as a general rule, I don't think the Billboard 100 should dictate my political alignments. And what about all of our Spanish-speaking friends? I knew there were too many Caucasian people in this neighborhood. Oh, that's good, honey. Mm-hmm. Make me the bad guy, Mrs. I can't live without those hedges. Well, we're gonna need those hedges when the neighbors find out that our daughter is in the KKK. What? Guys, this is getting completely out of hand. Mom, I'm still black, and I still like Hispanic people. I simply think that we should maybe put the economical future of this country ahead of the social issues. That is all. Sweetie, can you please just be gay?
She's funny.
I know, right?
I'll give it to her. That was good. But the thing is, it's like what she's saying here is like, oh, okay, you're a black woman and a small C conservative, and you're just not interested in the culture wars. That's fair, but that's not who you've become.
No.
And as far as I know, like you flipped real fast into a barn burning incendiary, like fucking MAGA person.
Yeah. Well, let's watch her next video, which is called Feminism versus Also Feminism.
Okay.
Because I want to see, because it looks like she slowly descended, right? Or she wanted to come out and be like reasonable, but then she was like, oh, that doesn't work.
It's where the clicks go, honestly, at that point. But is she also a lesbian?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
She's married to a British man and they have kids.
Okay.
And she then makes fun of Meghan Markle and she's like, I'm actually someone who loves my husband.
I mean, is one component of feminism a sisterhood? Absolutely. Rach, it's me, Gabby. It's about uplifting and supporting one another through difficult times. The divorce was finalized today. I'm no longer Mrs. Callahan. There are themes bigger than that. For example, the systematic oppression of women in the court systems. I mean, I get the house, both cars, the Cape Cod summer rental, physical and joint custody of the cats, his sperm, in case I ever need a donor. Those letters he wrote to Santa when he was 8, his Amazon account, plus Prime shipping, his Marvel action figure collection. And actually, I think that's it. Look, I've said it once and I'll say it again. The future is female. Hannah's second semester at Georgetown started today. If we can raise women to be strong and confident, then the respect from men will naturally follow. I told Paul, look, I'm just happy we raised a body-confident female that feels comfortable enough to tweet out a photo of her breast. I mean, as a parent, that's really all you can ask for. Ultimately, feminism is about celebrating the successes of women the world over, most especially when those women achieve remarkable successes in their careers. Anyways, when do you think Kellyanne Conway will die?
Interesting. Okay. One thing. From her coming out video to this video, like, how long was it? Like, when did her coming out video come out? How many years ago?
This video was July 16, 2017.
Okay.
And then her coming out video was July 9. So
2017.
7 days.
Oh, so yeah. Because in the first video, honestly, she was presenting herself as a small C conservative, like I said.
I know.
And then this is like totally incendiary. And also she may believe it, but I think it's just a blind spot because she's talking about women from the same socioeconomic class as she is.
Yeah.
But she's like not even acknowledging the fact that there's like maybe like 90% of women who do not share your privileges financially,
right.
at least. I'm not denying that you're Black and that's a thing, but it's like you do come from a particular like financial position. And I don't think you understand anything else.
I'm dumb. Was she making fun of women?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
how Will get stuff in the divorce and she's like, you're right, women are oppressed.
Yeah.
And then they're not.
She's contrasting her facing the camera thing with the little skits that she has in there.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a woman of her class gets divorced and gets like a whole bunch of shit. But it's like, what about women who aren't of your class?
Right.
What about women who are just like struggling to survive?
Right.
Yeah. Can't afford a lawyer. Just need to do whatever their husband says to get out of a bad situation.
Well, so she made her transition to this side, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of Gamergate, which was a loosely organized misogynistic online harassment campaign motivated by a right-wing backlash against feminism, diversity, and progressivism in video game culture.
Yeah.
It sounds like it just took place on 4chan, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was conducted using the hashtag Gamergate primarily in 2014 and 2015. Gamergate targeted women in the video game industry, most notably feminist media critic Anita Sarkeesian and video game developer Zoe Quinn and Brianna Wu.
Yeah.
So, like, she got involved in this and then just totally made a switch over to the misogynistic side.
Which makes me think, okay, so she did a coming out video. It makes me think it really was a conscious choice to pose as a conservative. Or she doesn't have any beliefs at all, and she's just like, this will make me more money, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Well, because then she immediately got a job offer from that guy.
Oh, the Gamergate guy?
No, Charlie Kirk, sorry.
Oh, Charlie Kirk. Ugh.
Yeah. So she was like working on his network or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Daily Wire.
Yeah.
And he moves her to Nashville. And then she like co-hosts stuff with Alex Jones.
Okay.
Like I think she really made a splash over there and it was really working. So she like went with it.
She's also a Black woman in the conservative space, which is like they will like eat her up. In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, they're like, oh, see?
They're like, look, we're totally supported by a Black woman.
Right.
But what we're saying is right.
She has her YouTube channel. She starts using it more. And she calls herself Red Pill Black.
I'm going to hand it to her. She's fucking funny.
Because, you know, Red Pill is men's rights activists.
Like you got red pilled, meaning,
You go back to believing, like, men are the best.
Yeah.
And I think she even wrote a book about like how women belong in the home. Even though it's like, well, look at you, Candace, you're not in the home, you're working.
Yeah, neither is Ann Coulter, who is like basically the white version of Candace Owens. Yeah, it's like none of this is they're it's rules for thee but not for me with these women.
It just seems like it would be hard for them to keep justifying their take, like, but then they do it.
In crazier and crazier ways, I think. Or more and more extreme, right-wing extreme ways.
Yeah.
Which are usually crazy.
There was this clip where she talks about nationalism.
Oh, okay.
So I was on Reddit. Someone said my 2 cents on Candace Owens' book. Yes, because she wrote a book called Make Him a Sandwich with the tagline, Why Real Women Don't Fake Feminism. And so this person on Reddit said, this is on Trad Fem Snark. I can't help but wonder how a woman who went to college, married in her late 20s or early 30s, has a career and a bank account, can turn her back and shit on feminism just because she can. And she's like, I don't understand. Do these women really believe this shit, or are they just in it for making money? It seems like it's the making money, because let me go to this clip.
Yeah.
She had to go testify.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In congressional hearings, the minority party gets to select its own witnesses. And of all the people the Republicans could have selected, they picked Candace Owens. I don't know Miss Owens. I'm not going to characterize her. I'm going to let her own words do the talking. So I'm going to play for you the first 30 seconds of a statement she made about Adolf Hitler.
I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets, the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about, whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. You know, he was a National Socialist, but if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. Problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. He wanted to globalize. He wanted everybody to be German, everybody to be speaking German.
All right, so my first question is to Ms. Hirschenoff. Ms. Owens said, quote, if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem is that he had dreams outside of Germany. So when people try to legitimize Adolf Hitler, does that feed into white nationalist ideology?
It does, Mr. Liu. I know that Ms. Owens distanced herself from those comments later, but we expressed great concern over the original comments.
Great, thank you.
They just posted this short clip.
Oh, no, I love it. And yeah, like Newsweek and I know Forbes will also like just post random clips of like congressional speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ted Lieu is a little bit of a firebrand. I like him. That was the gentleman who was playing the recording.
Yeah.
I can't remember where he's from or if he's a senator or not. But yeah, that was a really interesting clip just because you see her face. I didn't realize she was there at that moment. And then there's a cut to her face and it's just like, I don't know. It's, what did you see? I can't figure out. Did you notice anything about like her face, her reaction to it?
She just seemed to like listen and then like nod.
Yeah.
But did you think that there was some kind of micro expression where she's like, I can't believe I said that?
Maybe I might be reading too much into it. Maybe a little bit. The thing is, with these people, I always want them to have like some sort of spark of conscience. And I just have to like deal with the fact that for whatever reason, they do not care about what they are doing. And it's so hard to get there. I think I'm looking for something that doesn't exist.
So she's like, that's fine that Adolf Hitler wanted to do whatever he wanted in Germany.
Yeah.
But she was like, it was uncool that he took it outside of Germany.
Yeah, it was fine if he killed all the Jews in Germany.
Yeah.
But when he started like killing all the Jews in Poland, step too far, Hitler. Step too far.
Right.
Know your place.
So I just kept being like, what? How does she think that makes sense?
Like the idea of nationalism, it's like, well, it's your country.
Uh-huh.
You should be able to do whatever you want with it.
Oh.
And I think that's the same thing with like the United States nationalism. It's just like, we're the people in power. We want to do America first. And it's like how Trump always says he has this mandate from the American people to do all this shit simply because he was elected into office.
Right.
And that's what I'm thinking. But it is interesting. Can we skip to now a little bit? Only because it seems like with the foreign wars, the Israel-Gaza thing, Trump getting out of the country and fiddling around as he is fiddling with like Israel and Iran, she doesn't seem to be on board with. So I will say she seems to be consistent with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I watch her and she believes something with her full chest or whatever, I don't always disagree with her.
Uh-huh.
But then it'll turn into something else and I'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But she like doesn't like that Palestinians are getting killed.
Yeah.
But then she has this history like,
what if she loved it?
Well, some people like act like it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Like people do act like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was working at that Daily Wire thing, and then she started a fight with Ben Shapiro on Twitter, where she just was like, he's a dumb Jew, basically.
Wow.
And so it was hypothesized that she just did that because she just didn't want to work there anymore, and she was hoping to get fired.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Because I thought that was interesting. So then people will just keep going back to like Candace Owens is anti-Semitic. So then Candace Owens saying that she doesn't like that Palestinians are dying.
Yeah.
She's anti-Semitic.
Oh,
you
got
know?
it. All right. Yeah.
And she'll like roll her eyes and be like, I know, I'm anti-Semitic.
Well, no, has there been any other reaction besides that? She's like, I'm not anti-Semitic. And then she like has some sort of like bullshit excuse.
No.
As to why. Okay.
She like doesn't care.
Okay.
She's like, people say that about me, whatever.
All I said was Christ is king. Okay. This was like, it's anti-Semitic, it's layered, it's this, it's that. And there were people who I would have been like, I've always been friendly with, who were making videos legitimatizing that. Like she didn't say it directed to anybody, but it could have been kind of implied. And this is why you shouldn't say Christ is king. And we're looking around going, what is going on right now? What is happening? And I think at that moment,
one of the craziest controversies I've ever seen.
This controversy.
So there were people on the so-called right who attacked you for saying Christ is king?
Of course there were.
But then she'll be like, there are these powerful Jews in Hollywood and Steve Sarowitz. Oh, she was saying Justin Baldoni is a Jew, which I thought was so weird because he was of the Baha'i faith.
Oh,
he kept talking about that faith. And so I was like, I don't know what she's saying there. And she didn't say, fuck the, she wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So I like didn't understand. Sometimes that's the thing with her. I like don't understand where she's going with things sometimes.
I wonder if she's trying to say he's a secret Hollywood Jew.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's how he has some success.
Oh, his influence. Yeah. Yeah.
Because she's definitely part of the group of QAnon people who think like that.
Oh, hey, Snarkbait, by having your picture taken with Kanye West, this is who you're aligning yourself with. Boom, boom.
And then when Tucker Carlson has her on his show, I just feel like he wants to have sex with her or something.
Oh, I have seen them have conversations before. I think they just like, to tell the truth, like they're both really smart and they're more like verbal and sharp than a lot of people in their community. So I think they like connect on that level. Yeah. Because Tucker Carlson is like also genuinely funny in a way that many conservatives, like they just take themselves so seriously.
Right.
Yeah. I just want to be clear. I hate them both.
Owens has continued to generate more controversy, liking a post on X in which a user accused a rabbi of being drunk on Christian blood. While Owens will no longer have a home at the Daily Wire, she maintains a large platform on her YouTube and her podcast.
What's her podcast called?
Candace.
Oh, okay.
You know?
All right, yeah.
Like in 2018, she was saying, I truly believe Donald Trump isn't just the leader of the free world, but the savior of it as well. I don't doubt that she said stuff like that before, but...
Yeah, yeah.
And that she supports Hitler. But then what I thought was interesting is that, did you know that she's also defending Harvey Weinstein now?
Yeah, yeah. I think I did know that. And it's totally tracks.
Oh, for her.
Yeah.
Well, I unfortunately spent a lot of time watching her videos defending him.
And now you're anti-feminist?
And now I love Harvey Weinstein.
Wonderful.
I wish I could actually have sex with him.
And his mangled penis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks to me like some of the women that were testifying in the case against him had a bunch of emails with him where they would try to get things out of him.
Yeah.
Like flights and maybe like auditions or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, this doesn't mean he didn't rape them though.
Exactly.
And she just keeps being like, if this man brutally raped you, why are you emailing him for a flight? And I was like, wouldn't you? To get something back.
Yeah. You can't say anything about it.
No.
You can't defend yourself as a victim.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you're in that situation, it's like being in an Irish Catholic family because you just have to like smooth everything over if you want to keep the benefits you're getting from your career.
Yeah. And
You know?
I think like when you're out of work actor,
Yeah.
you actually might do things that you'd be surprised that you do.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing I feel like a lot of people, not just right-wing people, don't understand about the Me Too movement. I'm going to opine about the Me Too movement because I'm an expert.
Okay.
But it's the fact that it's like they're not taking in the fact that like, okay, we've got like stranger attack rape.
Yeah.
And then people are like starting to understand like date rape.
Yeah.
But now they still don't understand like
coercion or something?
power dynamics. Taking
Yeah,
advantage
yeah.
of power dynamics in order to get sex.
Well, that's the thing is like if you're really close to getting a role in
Yeah.
something, and then Harvey
With the
Weinstein,
biggest fucking studio in Hollywood,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a prestige project. It's going to break you through, and you're going to make millions of dollars.
and then Harvey Weinstein is like, well,
Yeah.
this is what we're going to do now. Otherwise, you're not in the running anymore.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I know he's a larger guy. I don't know that he was always using his size to threaten them. But
Yeah.
anyways, so she's saying that like they're willingly having sex with him for whatever they get in return.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but when you get to that point and you almost have a job,
Uh-huh.
you're not Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
You're a nobody. And maybe in that split second, you make that decision. Maybe that is part of it. Maybe it was a decision.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean
yeah.
it's not fucked up.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that you're responsible for the dynamic that was set up that heavily influenced your need to make that decision. Yeah.
Yeah, so she just keeps saying that these people saw dollar signs in the Me Too movement when I'm like, I don't think they made money off of it.
Also, bitch, who is lying because she sees dollar signs? Yourself.
You.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's such the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy that gets me every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she also thinks that Michael Jackson was innocent.
Of course she does. All of this is like,
I know.
she's just
It's all
believing
in
the opposite
same...
so she can be a bitch. That's really, I know it sounds simplistic, but I think that's what it comes down to because being a bitch gets you clicks and money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what we're going for in our own way.
We're a bitch. Yeah. This is where she says she got a call from Trump. So this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Have we just explained a little bit about what she's doing with or are we just, do we want to say that she's suing or she's being sued for these claims against Brigitte Macron?
So
yeah,
in our Patreon episode, you said you thought she was doing it just because she wanted Trump to like
pay attention,
acknowledge her. Yeah.
No, seriously, because of I think I said because of like the sort of the street cred it gives you with MAGA.
Yeah.
Your audience.
So
yeah.
is that what it looks like here when she's describing it to you?
Oh, yeah. I think every move she makes is just calculated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't know, but I do think she always has an ulterior motive for every claim she makes.
I guess I have trouble figuring out what it is. Is it always just like very simple? This has become so big that even Trump is telling her to stop. So like this is a big deal.
Yeah. Well, she's getting articles about this is about her like maintaining relevance by being in the press, by making huge inordinate claims that everybody's going to shit on, but she still gets the attention and she still gets, and then all of her audience members and MAGA or QAnon, probably the QAnon section of MAGA will rise to her defense and like they'll listen to her podcast and she'll get more advertising revenue. I really think that's the way this works for all of them. Like Tucker, he's definitely funded by Russia.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He just he went to Russia and did like a whole special. What I remember is at one point during this special or whatever, he's in a Russian grocery store and just amazed at the great variety of like wonderful foods that they have. And it's all so fresh because when people think of Russia, they think of like bread lines and shit.
Mm-hmm. So
he's shilling propaganda for Putin.
Wow.
Yeah. And he must be making a lot of money or they've threatened to like he has secrets, or they've just threatened to kill him if he doesn't, put that Novichok in his fucking eggs in the morning. I don't know.
What's that?
Oh, Novichok, is that poison? It was the poison they put on they once put it on like a doorknob, and it like almost killed father and his daughter. Like they were going for the father, but
was it a Russian thing then? You're saying?
Yeah. It was a Russian, it was a dissident living in England at the time that they wanted to kill off.
Wow.
And they got him and his daughter, who also supported her father's beliefs.
Yeah.
They didn't die, but they almost did.
Wow.
And it was put on a doorknob.
Well, so didn't Trump go to meet Vladimir Putin this week?
Yes, he went on Friday.
And he had said, we're going to stop the war in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then they decided not to?
Yep. Nobody knows what happened. Well, I think people do. I haven't read up on it. I've been trying to take a break from the craziness.
Yeah.
But as far as I know,
well, so we keep getting ourselves into this position where we just do what Russia says.
No,
is what it seems like.
No, it's like Putin lets Trump rattle the sabers every once in a while, so he looks like a big tough guy.
Yeah.
And when they actually meet and talk, that's the thing about Trump. It's he's so impressionable.
Yeah.
And then he's going to meet, I just read he's going to meet Zelensky, and that a lot of the European Union people are coming to support Zelensky in person.
Oh.
And be like, you got to cut this shit out, because they know it's the last person who is in Trump's ear that affects his final decision. No, they do. Honestly, it's very good that Zelensky and the European Union are getting him at this point. Yeah. I mean, it's... I just want to live my life.
Yeah.
But
So
back to this bitch.
I went and found the lawsuit.
Brigitte Macron filed against Candace for defamation. Is it for defamation?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because the thing that Candace is saying, and it stems from some truth, right? Brigitte Macron, this is true. Brigitte Macron went to work at a school when she was 39. She was in charge of the drama department. And Emmanuel Macron was 14, and he was doing a play.
Oh.
And he was the star of the play. Apparently he was so good. So then Candace goes on her podcast and she's like, did you know that this is how they met? And I think that's disgusting. And I don't disagree with that. But
it's disgusting until a Republican male does it. I'm sorry.
I know. She'll support that, won't she?
No, we've got to point out the hypocrisy everywhere we can.
That's true.
Yeah.
So she's like, I think that's disgusting. And then she shows a clip of him performing in the play. And she's like, that doesn't turn me on.
Oh, really? Because I'm flicking my bean.
Yeah. So
to a 14-year-old in a school play.
I think he's dressed up in a silly costume too.
Okay. Yeah.
It is weird. That's how they met.
Uh-huh.
And then there are these pictures of him. He's the president of France. He has these official pictures where he put a book in the background that's written by a pedophile.
Which book?
It's written in French, so I could tell you, and it would be like Jean blah 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 blah,
okay.
and you'd be like, "Well, I've never heard of that book."
Andre Gide is an author who admitted openly that he was a pedophile. He's a pederast. He specifically only actually molests little boys, and he would go down to Algeria, Morocco, and he would write books based on his experiences. The president of France chose to put that book. Okay, an Andre Gide book on his desk for his official presidential portrait.
But it's true.
Uh-huh.
He did do that.
Yeah.
So I think because they are doing some of this stuff in front of our face, then Candace thought it was interesting to look into. So then she found these other rumors on the internet, which I'll tell you were not started by Candace.
Uh-huh.
But I found in December 2021 a woman who used the name Amandine Roy. So she's also French.
Okay, yeah.
She calls herself a spiritual medium, and she broadcast a 4-hour YouTube interview with someone named Natasha Ray, who had worked previously for a small essential oils business and described herself as an independent investigative journalist. Self-taught, not from the inner circle of mainstream media. And she told Amandine that she had spent 3 years investigating Brigitte Macron after questioning the First Lady's body shape in photos.
Okay.
So Amandine Roy is like essentially the first person to like broadcast this on the internet. And I guess she had enough followers that people were looking into it in 2021.
Yeah.
So the rumor spread, in part because Macron's relationship had long been a topic of comment online.
Yeah.
Brigitte, who is 24 years older, first met Emmanuel when she was a French teacher.
She's 20. There's a 24.
Yeah,
she was 24 years old when he was 14. So there's a 10-year age difference?
No. 24 years older.
That's what I was asking. Holy shit. That's
because
huge.
she's 39 and he's 14.
I wasn't sure if you said 39 or 29. Wow.
No.
That's weird.
I'm
Sorry.
not even 39.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't imagine being like, look at that 14-year-old.
Yeah. He looks so hot in that Dr. Seuss costume or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And like he's a freshman. He's not even a senior.
He's literally a child, Brigitte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in early 2022, after the first viral video allegations, Brigitte Macron and her brother, Jean-Michel Trogneau, file a defamation case in France against Roy and Ray, who both denied wrongdoing. This is not the first defamation case.
Okay. All right.
In September 2024, a Paris court found the two women guilty and ordered them to pay 8,000, I guess, French dollars, whatever that sign is.
Oh, it's euro, right? Let me see. Or francs.
Oh, maybe what is that?
That's euro. Yeah, they're on the euro.
It's not an E, though. It's a C. Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe it's francs. Whatever.
French dollars.
Yeah, French monies.
So they had to pay that in damages to Brigitte and 5,000 in French dollars to Jean-Michel. The women appealed.
I want to make more T-shirts called French dollars only.
Oh, we have merch, by the way.
Oh, we do have merch.
The women appealed against the verdict, and this month they were acquitted by a Paris appeals court.
Okay.
So the appeal court did not imply that the claims that Brigitte Macron was a man were true, but instead judges ruled that the case against the women did not fit the definition of defamation.
Okay.
So I guess that could be why Candace feels so confident.
Yeah.
Because she even says that they've filed some other lawsuits and they don't always make it about defamation. They make it about cyberbullying.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And so then she's saying that to Tucker Carlson and he's like, oh my God, what?
Yeah.
And she's like, I know. Why isn't it defamation? Why is it cyberbullying?
And so journalists that first got wise to the fact that Brigitte Macron kind of didn't exist for 30 years of her life were harassed by the government. They filed charges against them for, first and foremost, invasion of privacy. So there was never a dispute when she was bringing these charges about. She never brought a charge against people for saying that she was born a man. And that's what should be made clear to everybody. Like, that's not something that they ever say is not true when it comes down to the legality of it all, when they get into courtrooms. But they first sued for invasion of privacy. Then they sued for defamation regarding a statement, an error that the woman had made investigating when she said, in my opinion, this document is fake. But that document actually was real. It was a birth certificate relating to somebody in the story. And so it was remarkably petty. And this is what they do. They get very legalistic. We'll keep you in the courtroom. We'll harass you. And for Xavier, things were happening where it was, they wanted him to know they were following him.
Yes.
And that the Secret Service was keeping an eye on him. They never actually brought a suit against him until recently, the same time as mine. They're not suing him for defamation, even though he's the author of the book that I based my entire series on. They are instead suing him for cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying? A head of state?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's her gay bestie.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yes, there's definitely. I have my suspicions about Tucker.
Is Tucker married?
I think I looked this up at one point, and he is.
Let me see.
Let's see. Or maybe he's a confirmed bachelor.
I.e. gay.
Yep. In the 50s.
He was married in 1991 to Susan Andrews.
Okay. Are they still together?
They have a child.
Yeah. This means nothing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You can have a beard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can even get a baby and a woman once.
Well, okay. So here's another clip I just want to play to you.
Okay.
Because I thought it was weird. This is where I start to go, Candace, maybe you have a point.
Oh, okay.
So once the couple moved into Élysée Palace, that's the French White House, weird scandals began to follow them. For example, for whatever reason, it became known to the public that Brigitte Macron, who fancies herself something of a designer, wanted to install an erect penis with golden balls to become the new spire for the Notre Dame Cathedral. Yes, you heard me correct. Here is a headline in the Daily Mail to back that up. Brigitte Macron backed an erect phallus with golden balls as the new spire for the Notre Dame Cathedral, France's former culture minister claims. This is not a conspiracy. The former Minister of Culture was Roselyne Bachelot. She openly admitted that Brigitte Macron adversed her modern designs in January of 2021. That's a theme. Brigitte likes freaky art. That's just what she's into. Just like when they moved into the Élysée Palace, she got right to work redesigning things that had meaning to her. Art has meaning. Just one example, she handpicked a carpet from an artist known as Claude Levesque, okay? This is a photo we're showing you right now of that hand-picked carpet. She really wanted to get involved, and that piece was known as Black Sun, okay? Regarding Claude Levesque, people started pointing out that there were a lot of pedophile undertones in his work.
I don't know. It's giving Pizzagate.
It's giving Pizzagate, and honestly, I want to fact check. I want to fact check not only literally the facts of what she's saying, but how she's characterizing.
I know
all of this stuff. It could be like nothing of what she's saying.
Well, now she's like stuck on this Claude Levesque person simply because Brigitte bought one of his rugs.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's trying to say she has all these pedophiles around her, and then she has this one example of somebody who's like artistic. He's sus.
Yeah.
If what she says is true,
it just seems like
it's interesting.
The pedophile stuff might be enough for her to focus on. It seems odd that she then latches on to this Brigitte is actually a man thing.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it.
Well, that's what they're into, the magas.
Well, yeah, no, she's putting together pedophilia and trans, which is really like the core fears of MAGA, or at least what they've been told to fear.
Yes.
So it's just
that's true.
She's just making them a nice soup that she knows they're going to eat.
Right. Like, so just so you know, the claim that Brigitte is a man, we found out last week they think that she's actually her own brother. And since this is a conspiracy and there's not much to back it up.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Quelle surprise.
There are all of these kind of different theories for how this works. Okay. So this person writes on Reddit, in the Candace Owens subreddit, and their name is Ice Queen Bitch. So she's like, there are multiple independent investigators who believe that French First Lady Brigitte Macron was born Jean-Michel Tragno, her brother. Among these investigators are, and then she lists them, I don't care who they are, but they will disagree on how their identities were switched. A lot of people posting the family tree from Precipice, but is not actually the story that Candace presents. Candace presents the Xavier Poussard theory. So on the Precipice website, they do a very detailed job discussing their own theory as well as other theories. It gets complicated.
Is Xavier Poussard the guy who probably murdered his family?
Yeah.
Allegedly?
But then I Googled that.
Yeah.
And AI was like, there is no evidence that he murdered his own family.
Okay.
And it didn't. I was like, this guy, for some reason, is not a huge topic of conversation.
Didn't know where we left off on. I couldn't remember where we left off on that in the Patreon episode, but I was like,
weird. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just his own thing.
Yeah.
And so something happened to his entire family.
Seems to have like a lot of relationship problems with his sister. Wasn't his sister the one who's like...
I think his sister supports him.
Oh, I cannot remember.
She was like, I don't believe they're dead.
Oh, okay.
And it's like they found the bodies. And so they are dead.
Uh-huh.
And so some people
think... she was the one who was saying, they live in America, they're fine, they love it.
Yeah. So I think Xavier has some kind of power over her.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
So Xavier believes that the original Brigitte, pictured in the 1974 wedding photo, which is her own wedding photo.
Okay. Yeah.
She got married and she gave birth to 3 children. So OG Brigitte disappeared as an adult, and her older brother, Jean-Michel Trogneau, took her identity, eventually becoming Brigitte Macron and married to Emmanuel. Brigitte's groom, André Louis Azier, becomes a ghost and officially dies in 2019 with a hush-hush funeral, a very odd photo of the funeral program.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep reading this.
Yeah, go for it.
Precipice. Oh, so that's Xavier's theory.
Okay.
There's never, if you ask me, an explanation. They're just like Brigitte disappeared. But like Precipice, who has this other theory, believes that original Brigitte died as a child. That death was not accepted by the Trogneau family, and they adopted a little girl from Azier to become Brigitte number 2. This Brigitte number 2 fell in love with Jean-Michel Trogneau. Because they were officially siblings, they could not marry, so the Trogneau family arranged a fake wedding between Brigitte Proba, actually the adopted Azier girl, and Jean-Michel Trogneau.
Okay.
They had a fake groom stand in as André Louis Azier for the famous wedding photo. JMT fathered the 3 Azier children with Brigitte, as well as 2 other children with another wife, and then transitioned to eventually become Brigitte Macron. In this scenario, the groom in the wedding photo, André Louis Azier, never existed. The Trogneaus and the Aziers have close ties, and the Aziers are French intelligence officers.
Do they think people live in a vacuum? Or when they like have all this like these made up stories, it's just like, could you find anybody to corroborate this?
No.
There are always, I'm going to say the same thing I said in Karen Reed. You cannot have a conspiracy with too many people in it. Like 2 is too many.
I know.
Somebody is going to say something. So there's going to be a profit motive. There's going to be some kind of motive for them to talk about it.
Also, as far as I know, when Brigitte was still a Trogneau, they're not in the public eye. Why are they faking their wedding photos?
No, it's like, it's all why. It's like,
why?
Why is any of this happening?
Yeah. So then they have this family tree, like they compare how people look and how like this person is really this person. Because in this wedding photo, they're saying this is Brigitte and this is who she married.
Yeah.
So they're like false ex-husband.
As soon as you got to, this is what we're looking at, listeners.
It's strange.
It's very much like a red string kind of thing you would find on the wall of a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go look at the lawsuit.
Okay, yeah. Because honestly, always when like conspiracy theories like this get to a certain level of complexity, my mind is just like, no.
I know.
Yeah, it just feels like a mental waste of time to be like, try to figure out what is essentially none of it's true.
Right.
But what's the lawsuit?
So Candace will often say, hey, if you want to prove that you're not a transgender man.
Yeah.
Or that you're not your own brother, just show us some pictures.
Yeah.
And they do in this lawsuit.
Okay.
Factual allegations.
Are you looking? Oh, okay.
President Macron was born December 21st, 1977 in Amiens, France.
He's my age.
Oh.
I'm older. When did you, what's the month?
December.
Oh, I'm older than him. And he's the president of France and I'm not.
Could you imagine being married to someone 24 years older than you?
I can't imagine being married to anybody at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then it's like President Macron attended La Providence, a Jesuit high school in Amiens, where he first met Brigitte Macron, a French and drama teacher. At the time, Mrs. Macron was an accomplished educator and mother of 3. Their early interactions were centered around academic mentorship and a shared passion for literature and theater.
Yeah.
On April 13, 1953, in Amiens, France, Mrs. Macron was born Brigitte Trogneau, a woman. She was the youngest of 6 children in a prominent chocolate-making family. An image of her birth announcement and family photo featuring Mrs. Macron as a child is below. Right here.
Okay. All right.
Like you can see they have a little girl, and it says, Anne-Marie and Jean-Claude. And then it says, La grande joie de vous annoncer Brigitte. Whatever. Mrs. Macron married...
French accent is gorgeous.
Thank you so much. No practice.
No lessons.
Never trained. Mrs. Macron married her first husband, Andre Louis Azier, in 1974.
Okay.
3 years before her new husband was born.
No, honestly, when you said the year she was born, 1953,
yeah,
I'm like, my mother was born in 51.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me, and he's...
in your mother.
Yeah, it's like me marrying my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So here's the picture again of the wedding. Mrs. Macron began her career teaching in Paris and Strasbourg before joining La Providence in early 1990s. Through the school's theater program, President Macron and Mrs. Macron formed a deeper intellectual connection. During a school production of Jacques and His Master, President Macron played the lead role under Mrs. Macron's direction. He later undertook an ambitious rewrite of another play, The Art of Comedy, to create roles for more students. Mrs. Macron agreed to guide him, and the two began meeting regularly to collaborate on the project.
I love it. Your voice has suddenly become like Delilah.
Oh, After Dark or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Send in your relationship song requests.
Yeah. Or play whatever you want. Yeah. At all times, the teacher-student relationship between Mrs. Macron and President Macron remained within the bounds of the law. But when President Macron's parents became aware of his strong feelings for his teacher, they decided to transfer him to Lycée Henri IV in Paris. Mrs. Macron encouraged him to leave and was confident he would fall in love with a peer. Yet, before his departure, he told her, "Whatever you do, I will marry you." President Macron completed his studies and went on to earn a degree in philosophy from Paris Nanterre University, followed by a master's degree in public affairs from Sciences Po.
Okay.
He then attended the prestigious École Nationale d'Administration, which trains France's top civil servants. After graduating, he began his career as a finance inspector at the French Ministry of Economy and Finance. Over the years, President Macron and Mrs. Macron kept in touch as their love deepened. In 2006, Mrs. Macron divorced her first husband, and in 2007, she married President Macron. Their relationship has remained strong and supportive, marked by a deep intellectual partnership. So, when was she becoming a man? Like, when was she a man and becoming a woman? When did all of that happen?
Yeah. Well, do we have an answer yet as to, like, these...
No, it's because it's not true.
Oh, well, what are they claiming? Because, yeah, you're right. We haven't seen any solid facts about, like, the nuts and bolts of her transition and when and, like, how and why. Those things you generally want to know about events.
Yeah, because then it goes into around March 2021, Natasha Ray, who describes herself as an independent journalist, published on her now deleted Facebook profile false and defamatory claims, alleging that Mrs. Macron is a transgender woman perpetrating identity theft. These baseless allegations initially failed to attract significant public attention, but that changed when Ray began working with Xavier Poussard. In May 2021, Poussard began publishing a multi-issue series entitled The Mystery of Brigitte Macron. That series recycled and expanded on numerous falsehoods, including the defamatory insinuations regarding Mrs. Macron's alleged biological sex, allegations later amplified and expanded on by Owens. In September 2021, Ray collaborated with Poussard to co-author a publication in Faits et Documents, a fringe magazine reportedly influential within far-right circles in France. Faits et Documents was founded in 1996 by Emmanuel Ratier, a known figure of the French far-right.
Okay.
On December 10, 2021, Ray appeared on the YouTube channel of Amandine Roy, a self-described spiritual medium. Roy conducted a 4-hour interview with Ray, during which Ray reiterated the defamatory claims that Mrs. Macron was in fact born a male named Jean-Michel Trogneau, which is the actual name of Mrs. Macron's brother, who stole the identity of Brigitte Trogneau. They also claimed Mrs. Macron's first husband never existed and that she did not carry her 3 children. The video quickly went viral, amassing more than 450,000 views before it was removed by YouTube. In December 2021, the hashtag Jean-Michel Trogneau began trending on X, with users pointing to the fact that there are few public photos of Mrs. Macron from her youth and that she often hides her neck as proof she is transgender.
Well, because she's so old, they didn't have cameras back then.
Yeah, but...
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, got it. I know. Didn't they have to stand there for a long time for the lens to open?
And the photographer is like underneath that sheet.
In September 2024, a French court held that Ray and Roy defamed Mrs. Macron. The defamation suit confirmed Ray and Roy's claims that all documents related to Mrs. Macron's birth, marriage, divorce, and childbearing were forged to conceal her actual sex were false. So it's like there's even documents.
Yeah.
Right?
That show that what you are claiming is not possible.
Right.
Okay, got it.
After multiple victories against Ray and Roy at home in France, the Macrons thought these false claims had been put to bed. But as discussed below, Owens turned this flame into a fire. Owens is a far-right conspiracy theorist who thrives on making outrageous claims, prioritizing shock value and follower growth over truth or responsible discourse. Owens did not always espouse extreme right-wing ideals. She was born in White Plains, New York, and raised in Stamford, Connecticut. Owens graduated from Stanford High School in 2007 and attended the University of Rhode Island before leaving due to financial issues. Following her departure from university, Owens completed an internship at Vogue magazine and was later hired as an administrative assistant at a private equity firm in New York. Yeah, she left the financial sector to start her marketing agency called Degree 180.
And a star was born. Yeah, okay.
And the website featured a blog that gained notoriety for publishing progressive, anti-conservative, anti-Trump content. So they're pointing out how she's a fucking liar. That all changed in 2016 when Owens launched socialautopsy.com. We've talked about this.
Yeah. So can I just... Our sources here are Broussard, right? A man who may
have killed his family.
The editor-publisher of a far-right newspaper of some kind, and a spiritual medium. Those are the sources we have for Brigitte Macron being transgender.
And this website called Precipice.
Okay.
Who is... Oh, it looks very legit, doesn't it?
Yeah, right down to the Times New Roman font.
Yeah.
Which is just, like very popular on websites.
A website from 1997.
It does. It looks like GeoCities.
Yeah, which is always where these things are.
Yep.
Because, you can't find it anywhere else. These are the photos that they keep showing. I guess Candace's argument is like, why don't they have more photos? But as she said, she's old.
Well, yeah, not only, it's like all the photos that were taken of her were on photo paper 1,000 years ago.
I know.
And who knows what happened to them? Like her grandmother or mom is not like digitizing them.
No.
Like my mom does.
Right.
Yeah.
And I tried to look for pictures of Brigitte with Jean-Michel today.
Yeah.
There's like a picture on Getty Images of her with someone named Jean-Michel, and I don't think it's him.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, she's not out here taking a bunch of pictures with her brother. But see this guy in the description.
Okay.
This is Brigitte Trogneau, right? And French minister Jean-Michel Blanquer.
Okay.
So that's not him.
Oh, okay.
So that's the thing is also every other person in France is named Jean-Michel.
Yeah.
They don't have very many names over there.
Has Brigitte ever spoke to her relationship with her brother or where he might be?
No.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like, according to Candace, she's not giving enough evidence, essentially.
Yeah.
She just doesn't really seem to care to. So maybe Candace is onto something.
Maybe. Candace is lazy. Like all these far-right commentators, she found Broussard had like had this like ready-made thing that worked for her purposes in the moment, and she just basically plucked it from him.
Yeah.
Gave his story a platform after he had basically like exhausted his resources in France.
Yeah.
It seems.
True.
Yeah.
And all of this is like about how she continues to be crazy. She did an interview with Kanye West, during which both claim that Jewish people control the media. YouTube removed that video and suspended and demonetized her channel for violating hate speech policies.
Yeah.
I think they demonetized it for a time. They always give it back, though.
Oh, nobody gets banned permanently.
No.
Not even Ash Trevino. She always finds her fucking way back.
Yeah. So in March 2024, just prior to her departure from the Daily Wire, Owens began promoting the false claim that Mrs. Macron was born a man. On March 11th, 2024, Owens published an episode of her Daily Wire podcast, Candace Owens, titled Insane! This is the biggest political scandal in human history, which reported on the Brigitte Macron conspiracy theory that was making its way through the courts in France. Owens was the first to bring this theory to the U.S. media and to a global audience. That same day, defendants announced the video in an X post repeating that it is the biggest scandal that has ever happened in politics. She wrote, stop everything and watch this. Not a joke or an exaggeration to say that, barring political assassinations, this is likely the biggest scandal that has ever happened in politics in human history.
Ever happened in politics in human history, which is very Trumpian language. Did he put her up to this because he was just like, I fuck it. Oh, he has a very hot and cold relationship with Macron. Was he mad at him at one point? He's like, you pick this up, and then he needed Macron for something else, and he was like, shut up about it for a little while.
Oh.
I'm just the language of I know it's like a clickbait title, but it does like Trump is always like it's the biggest whatever in like political history. It's always huge.
They're saying it's the biggest.
No, and that's why I'm just like and what they do, these right-wing people who want to like get in good with Trump, is they copy his language all the time.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's like they're mirroring him the way he wants to be mirrored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Okay.
From the start, Owens could not keep her story straight. For example, on Owens' March 21st, 2024 appearance on the nationally syndicated radio show The Breakfast Club, she said that the Macrons tried to sell to the press a fake photo which got debunked. It was actually Jean-Michel's daughter. She has never repeated this claim because it is demonstrably false. After Owens was dismissed from the Daily Wire on March 22nd, 2024, the outlet did the right thing and immediately removed Owens' March 11 and 13 episodes where she probably made these claims.
Yeah.
But each remains available online on other platforms. And then I guess this is a headline, fired from the Daily Wire and faced with clear evidence debunking her claim, Owens continues to push the conspiracy, now from her own podcast. Despite the extensive and publicly available evidence confirming the truth of Macron's identities, Owens persisted in spreading her false and defamatory allegations, even after her termination from the Daily Wire, reportedly due in part to her repeated dissemination of baseless conspiracy theories. Owens showed no sign of retracting or tempering her allegations. She continued promoting her preconceived narrative, undeterred by the professional consequences or contradictory facts. Defendants launched Owens' independent podcast called Candace. She's so original.
Yeah.
Knowing her false claims had caught fire in March, Owens seized the moment, recycling them, starting the very day she premiered Candace. Defendants took to X, declaring Mrs. Macron was a man, fueled by sensational claims. The show quickly gained attention, earning the second spot on Edison Research's list of top new podcasts for 2024.
Yeah.
Look, she just writes, a man. Seriously, who the fuck is Emmanuel Macron married to? A man.
It's a really bad picture of her, and I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be mean. What he's married to is an old woman.
I know.
And she looks like an old woman.
I don't know why he never went on to like find someone else. It's like he stayed. I don't know. Like, did she groom him?
We don't know. We don't know.
I know.
We know, yeah.
That's the thing is, like, these people weren't in the public eye until he became the president, which happened later.
Yeah.
Like, they were nobodies. Do you want to see her go on Piers Morgan and bet him about how she thinks she's right about him, about Brigitte being a man?
Okay, yeah.
Candace Owens says that they're trying to smear her. Piers gives his opinion. I'm going to share Candace clapping back. I'm going to talk about the Trump call, crisis PR that was hired, and then we're going to end on the $300,000 bet. So lots to jump into. It's all happening right now. Let's dive into it. Here's the first clip from Candace's interview with Piers Morgan.
Which is really, if you read through the lawsuit against me, they are misrepresenting the things that I've said, taking them out of context, and pretty much smearing me in the process by pretending that we asked something extraordinary by saying we won't run this entire series if you can just show us a few photos of you living in this 30-year period.
Right. I think photos can be easily manipulated. We know that in the modern era. I just think a sex test is definitive. And the reason I'm asking you this...
So he says, why don't you just do a sex test? And she says, we just want to see the photos. So Candace now says they're smearing her, which, by the way, is DARVO 101. DARVO stands for deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. So it's this idea, no, I'm not smearing you, you're smearing me. And it's like, all right, Candace, I mean, are they smearing you? They've made allegations in a court filing that you're going to have the chance to respond to. They've alleged that they provided you all of that information in the December retraction email. She says they didn't, and this is why we have a court system to iron it out.
Maybe you're right, okay?
Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't think you are. I think you've been hoodwinked by these journalists who have gone on a complete fantasy trail of nonsense, trying to suggest Brigitte Macron never had 3 children, is a man, it's all a lie, and all the stuff that you've been doing on your channel and getting huge traffic for and making tons of money. So if you're right, it's been a magnificent display of fearless journalism exposing a bombshell revelation about the First Lady of France. I absolutely make no bones about that whatsoever. But if you're wrong, as I believe, I genuinely believe you're wrong, then it leaves 2 avenues of explanation for why you would pursue this so aggressively. One, you've been duped by these French journalists. And secondly, worse, that you kind of know it's not true, but you've ridden the wave of conspiracy theory about it because it's been so lucrative.
And it could be somewhere in between, right? Assuming that, let's make one assumption. Let's assume Brigitte Macron was born a female, and in all of these allegations are complete hogwash. Let's just take that assumption quick. I think Candace just possesses that muscle or that neuralink in her brain that sees conspiracy when it's not there.
I just want to say, Dave Neal, who's this guy is, you sweet summer child. As if it matters to her that she is somehow being like intellectually honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she said that because she knows it's easy peasy just to be like, you're one of them too. And her audience and all the right-wing people will totally be on board with it because, like you say, they also lack critical thinking skills, which I don't agree with him. I don't think Candace does. It is one of those minds that completely latches onto conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I understand who he's talking about.
He's saying like she sees them where they're not.
Which
like
is
she
true,
picked up this conspiracy theory from someone else.
Oh yeah,
she
no,
didn't
whole
imagine
hog.
it. Yeah.
Whole hog. It's like he was like, he gave her a bag of a conspiracy theory and he was like, here you go. And she was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, it seems like she could have just stopped at maybe Brigitte Macron as a pedophile.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's hubris.
Really?
Yeah, I think she was like, I want to get this in there too. I don't know what's going on in these people's heads because I'm not a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
So, and as much as I try to like figure out what their motivations are, honestly, I'll say it. I think she and Tucker are in the pocket of Russia.
Oh.
Russia is very interested and actively putting forward propaganda for Trump and have been this entire time.
Right.
I think she's on their payroll. And I think if there isn't a collusion, like it's Trump knows what Russia is going to like put forward as propaganda.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like coaching them, like say this.
No.
So I don't think there's that kind of collusion, but he understands it. And so he's like, Candace, hey, you got to push back on this. You got to like pull back on this for a little while. But he knows exactly what's happening and why she's putting it forward.
And tell us why.
Oh, because she's getting money from Russia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I would say that's it. Otherwise, it's like, I don't want to like psychoanalyze her. There might not be much to psychoanalyze, quite frankly. And I'm not qualified.
Yeah, because it's like, why isn't she afraid of getting sued? Is she just so rich?
I don't know.
It seems like maybe while she's publicizing that she's being sued, she's making all the money she needs.
Yeah, she's making all the money she needs, and she's getting all, like, possibly, allegedly, the political clout she needs to make any sort of lawsuit not really affect her that much. Or she feels that she can find some way to just, like, get rid of it. It's a lawsuit from the fucking president of France.
I know.
For fuck's sake. How do you get rid of that? Yeah.
They're going to keep track of how many videos she puts out and then make an estimation of how much money she's made off of this.
Yeah. But then also with all this back and forth, it's like easy content.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I guess at the end of this, they put a bet, like she bets Piers Morgan $300,000 that she's right.
Oh, okay. Does he take her up on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's going to be poor soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I learned a lot about Candace Owens today.
It's just...
Because really, I filter these people out in my brain. Because it's nonsense and I don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. But it's good to know what her deal is, I guess.
She apparently made merchandise.
Yeah.
That says Time Magazine Man of the Year with Brigitte Macron. And she sold out. It sold out.
I gotta hand it to her. I mean, for what she does, she's fucking funny. She makes me think she's smarter than all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, when she speaks, she's like good at speaking.
Oh yeah,
if you ask me,
she's very verbal. She's very smart.
She's really cute.
Yeah.
Someone had written or said somewhere that there was a point in time where her hair didn't look very good. Like she softened it up so it's like frames her face now.
Yeah.
But it was like very severe. They said, and they were like, I bet she can't find a black person to do her hair for her because they're all like, no.
Yeah.
I would never.
I had a therapist once.
Yeah.
Just Ann Coulter being the white version of Candace Owens.
Yeah.
This therapist she was like a relationship expert, whatever. And she used to go on like the Today Show and stuff and like do like little fluff segments about like how to improve your relationship. Well, one day she's in the green room with Ann Coulter.
Your therapist?
My therapist, yeah.
Oh.
And I guess Ann was like, she was looking at her phone or something and she was like, oh, they just canceled dinner on me. I guess I'll have to eat alone again. Seriously. Yeah. Sad Ann Coulter, guys.
Oh. I wonder who it was.
I just think nobody
really wants to hang out with her.
Not even the right-wing people want to hang out with Ann Coulter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for accompanying us into our slog through the White Ring Fever Swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you brought your boots and you're not all stanky.
I know. Thanks for coming along. I don't know. I wanted to see her be like, yeah, I believe this and I believe that. And I believe, and it's like, if she's going on and on about pedophiles, I really don't, it's like, it never makes any sense. Why didn't she believe that Michael Jackson was one?
She doesn't need evidence.
It doesn't matter.
She needs buzzwords.
Yeah.
She needs, you're protecting the pedophile. She needs pedophile.
Yeah. And when
it's
she
just,
said
dopamine buttons in our audience's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when she was like, once I read these emails, I didn't believe Harvey Weinstein was guilty. I said, okay, show me the emails.
Yeah.
I was interested.
Because you did all the, like, obviously the research on this. And, like, is there any point where you can say you were like,
No.
Maybe. Oh,
No.
okay. Like, because it just doesn't seem like they don't have a timeline for any of this. They don't have any physical evidence.
I think she would say you can't prove a negative or
But
something.
she's trying to prove a negative, that she's not a woman.
Well, she just keeps saying, I'm asking them for evidence and they're not sending it to me and they're mischaracterizing me. Like Dave Neal said.
Yeah.
No, they wrote down exactly what you did.
Uh-huh.
And then you said, I can't get any pictures. And then Piers Morgan made the genius comment.
Uh-huh.
They could fake pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you need a sex test.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
And for some reason, she doesn't want that.
Well, she doesn't want it because
it's
sex
not
test
true.
It's not true. It's definable. It's immediate evidence.
Yeah.
And she loses the story.
They were talking about this on Pot Psychology, and Tracy was like, I think she wants her to show her pussy.
It is one form of a sex test, right?
But you could make a pussy.
Yeah. It's true.
So, whatever.
All right. Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, yes, we're coming out with merch.
Yes, we are.
Come check it out.
Yeah.
Join the Patreon.
Yeah. I've seen the merch. It's really fun. We'll put a link in the notes. How's that?
I'll check the show notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't listen to Candace Owens.
No, she's wrong all the time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit, fake news, clickbait. Gotta sift through all of it. I share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend. Online bullshit, that's all it is. You say you're living large, but I know it's just a myth. Online bullshit, can't you see? We're all caught up in the nonsense. It's time to break free. Scrolling through my feed, all I see is bullshit, fake news, clickbait. Gotta sift through all of it. I share, retweet, trying to keep up with the trends, but it's all just a facade, man. It's all pretend.